The NHL Entry Draft is finally here, and the Calgary Flames have taken an absolute stud with the 9th overall pick. And while it might not be exactly what Flames fans were expecting the organization to do, they have still taken a very good player that could be the first piece of the next generation that will take the franchise to a very big window of contention. We hope. I'm very excited to break it down, but before we get into that, I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I am Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. And let's talk about how the pick is in. And my goodness, it was kind of shocking. The Flames, in a way, shocked everyone because they didn't take who many people, Flames fans and just NHL fans in general, and even, analysts, insiders, professionals, everyone. But that's because the Flames weren't really able to take who everyone thought the Flames would take, even from a category of players. And in case you missed it, here you go. The pick is in. They have taken Zane Parekh from the Saginaw Spirit, and he is a defenseman. Now, it was just yesterday put up a video before the Mangiapane trade that kind of listed 3 players that the Flames were interested in, all forwards, all who could be centers. Everyone kind of thought the Flames would take a center. The fan base wanted a center, a real stud, but they were kind of all gone by the time the Flames got to pick. So they did the best thing they could, took the best of the rest, and took arguably the best D-man remaining. I know Zeev Buium was also on the table, but for what the Flames need, I think Parekh is a great choice here. 9th overall, and we're so happy to have him. Congratulations to Zane and his family. They're in the NHL. They get to come to a great franchise, and it's just so fantastic. I'm thrilled for this guy, and I'm thrilled for the franchise. He could really be the number 1 D-man of the future, and that way, next year and next year's draft, whichever pick we end up getting, with that one, we can focus on a center for sure, or maybe use some of these picks and trade for a good young center. We'll just have to wait and see what does happen. But I quickly wanted to take a look at a couple things. So this is from NHL Discussion, of course, showing once again that the Flames took Parekh 9th overall. But one thing I want to show here are his dimensions. He is 6 foot and 179 pounds. He's got a lot of time to put on more weight and be more of an absolute menace out there. But from his game, he's more of an offensive guy, a more skilled defenseman. Don't need him to be absolutely huge. 6 foot isn't tiny. It's obviously not huge either. Quite standard there. The weight, it could definitely go up, but he's speedy, he's skilled. We like what we see. And if we take a look at his stats from his OHL career so far and his OJHL career, he sucked in the OJHL for the North York Rangers. 0 points? Come on, man. In just 2 games. But this past season for Saginaw, he was unbelievable. In 66 games, he had 33 goals, which is insane for a defenseman, and 63 assists, so almost an assist a game on top of getting a goal every other game. 96 points, 64 penalty minutes, and a plus 39. This guy can do it all, I think, the Flames fans. Knowing that the players that we were looking at were no longer on the board and knowing what we did get out of it, let Craig cook. I really think he did cook here. I mean, you even look at Parekh's last season, 2 seasons ago, I should say, with the Spirit again, 21 goals. Once again, this guy is pretty much a forward. He is, a lot of people have compared him to Evan Bouchard. If you look at the stats, that reminds me of a prime Brent Burns kind of deal. He can do it all. He is a fantastic player. But let's get a slight scouting report here. So this one, once again, comes from NHL Discussion, but then through the NHL Central Scouting. They say, a smooth skater with requisite speed, quickness, and offensive smarts. You have me there. I'm already pleased, but there's a lot more. Good instincts, reads and reacts quickly to move the puck with purpose. Plays with some swag, and his game has matured considerably to where he makes measured choices with the puck. Excels in his creative on the power play. Very good handling the puck. A precision passer with quick hands and traffic. Sets up point shots from the middle and has a quick release. Really impressed on the big stage at the Memorial Cup. Will continue to develop his defensive game and risk-taking, but the skill is elite level. Oh my goodness, this guy needs to make that his LinkedIn bio right away. How many assets, qualities, positives, pros, whatever you want to call them, This guy has them all when it comes to an offensive defenseman. I know a lot of Flames fans will be saying, well, we already have Brzustewicz. Why did we need to take him? This guy is better than Brzustewicz. I mean, this really is hopefully the defenseman of the future for the Flames. It's kind of what we missed out on with Adam Fox, but look, we have our Adam Fox back, and this guy's going to be even better. Mark my words. I am just so thrilled about this guy. But one thing I did want to show is how we got here. And like I said, you know, the three players we were looking at, so Caden Lindstrom, of course, Berkeley Catton, and then of course, Tej Aginlan, they all went before the Flames could make their pick. So Lindstrom, not surprisingly, went fourth overall to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think if I were to make a mock draft, that is exactly where I would have had him. Berkeley Catton went one pick before the Flames to the Seattle Kraken, which is too bad because if we really did want him, we really could have easily finished below Seattle in the standings. But either way, weren't able to get any of those bona fide centers, which was too bad. And then, of course, you see there, Tej Aginla went 6th overall to Utah. So we did miss out on the man that pretty much all Flames fans did want in their hearts, maybe not their heads, but we didn't have a choice anyway. So I guess we'll never know what was going to happen. And just cool for Tej is that he is the first player drafted in Utah franchise history. So good for him. Congratulations to the Aginla family, and congratulations to everyone that has been drafted so far. I think we're through the top 10 as I started this recording. But either way, I think Flames fans are thrilled with Parekh. And one thing I quickly wanted to take a look at before we wrap up this video is, of course, how does he fit into our team? And I don't think it'll come as a huge surprise that this guy could, if he wanted to, and if the organization wanted him to, he could fit into the Flames lineup day one of next season, game one. He is that good, and I mean, unfortunately to say, that's how bad our D-core is. But if we take a look at the defensive pairings that we iced in the final game against San Jose, this is what they were looking like. This might even actually be updated now. As you can see, Kevin Ball is on there. Yeah, obviously, this isn't what we iced. Kevin Ball wasn't there. We would have had Shillington. Whatever. Shillington might be signed. But either way, Parekh could easily come in and fit in anywhere there. I genuinely think he will be a better defenseman than any of these guys are. I love Weegs. I love Andersson. You know, all these guys, they're great. Parekh, if we want to bring him up and get him NHL experience right away, he can easily slot right in anywhere there. You know, honestly, he could play either side. He'd be better. I know he's a right D-man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's for a later video to decide if he will come in. All I'm saying is he could come in right away. Flames fans would be thrilled. And honestly, it would be great if he could develop at the NHL level. However, we do understand that can be bad in certain cases. Again, we'll get into that later on. Now, last thing, quickly, that we have to do before the video ends is, of course, the comment of the day. And this one has to do with, as you are about to see, it has to do with Conroy and the moves he has been making. And of course, this one has to do with the Mangiapane trade yesterday. But it once again comes from our regular around here, the General, always commenting some great stuff. He said, Conroy continues to clean up Tree Living's garbage pile with great efficiency. Loving it. That one, for good reason, got quite a few likes. And it's true. It's another bad contract that was handed out by Tree Living. I mean, $5.8 million a season for Mangiapane wasn't exactly a fantastic deal. As much as we love Andrew around here, it just really wasn't good. And it's just another way of Conroy really getting into that next generation and cleaning up Boston Pizza Jr.'s big mess that he left. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you like what you saw here today. Let's go, Zane Parekh. Go Flames, go, and have a wonderful rest of your day.